national media is reacting to the Houston Texans, and the latest is two old geezers in PTI. They get to talk about our Houston Texans. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. This is a fun one. PTI, if anybody remembers PTI, pardon the interruption, Tony Kornheiser, Michael Wilbon. Michael Wilbon is a Chicago Bears fan, so should be some fun dialogue to dissect here as they talk about the Bears and especially the Houston Texans, and they rave about our Houston Texans. So I'm here to react to that video along with you. While you're at it, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. So again, super appreciative of every single one of y'all that has liked, commented, and subscribed. So while you're at it, guys, go down there and hit that bell for the notice to turn on. You don't want to miss the latest on all Astros, Rockets, Texans, news, rumors, updates, because this is the lead where it's all Houston all the time. You're not going to find anybody more passionate than this guy right here on YouTube. So without further ado, here is PTI and these two old guys. I'm not into PTI no more, as you can hear my tone of voice when it comes to them, but they talk about our Texans, so let me hear what they got to say.
These four AFC teams impressed you the most?
Houston, easy for me. And they got pushed last night at home. Though they won that game, and you mentioned accurately, they sacked my man Caleb Williams 7 times. The Bears had the possession of the ball down 6. So they had a chance to win that game late, and that defense stayed after it. But it's Houston. Tony, it's Houston easily to me. You know, before the game last night, you noticed because weeks ago I said, I think Houston is the second best team in the AFC.
That's right.
I would take Houston. I will take Houston. And last night was confirmation over anybody in the AFC other than Kansas City. And by the end of the year, they may be Kansas City's match. But let me just mention this. Not only do they have the fabulous second-year quarterback, and they got it right, Houston did.
That's right.
They got Stephon Diggs in the offseason. They got Joe Mixon in the offseason. And they got Will Anderson in that previous draft, okay? And this kid, Nico Collins, who's about 6'3", 225 pounds, a bruising receiver. This isn't a condition that you normally talk about, bruising receiver. He is big and strong and will run past you and run over you, sort of like DK Metcalf, but he seems meaner. They're the goods. They can rush the passer. Yeah. They can take you out in a million ways. They can run the ball. They got it all. The answer for me is the Houston Texans.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't get to hear Tony Kornheiser talk because I'm not a big fan of Tony Kornheiser. That's the end of that. Michael Wilbon, who is a Chicago Bears fan, graduated from Northwestern. It's very noted that he has been covering Chicago for quite some time as a national media guy, and that's high praise, man. He called it. He said we got the goods. All right, the second best team in the AFC, according to him, right behind the Kansas City Chiefs. He also mentioned that we could be the Kansas City Chiefs matchup. This is fun, man. It's always fun to get the positive national media. The spotlight right now is on the Houston Texans. And look, deservingly so. They're 2-0 right now, an impressive defensive win against the Chicago Bears. I think the expectations for myself have risen, but I will say that in a separate video. But overall, the Houston Texans outperformed themselves the last 2 weeks. They're 2-0. You talk about all the offseason additions. We've done it a million times here on this channel. It is just fantastic to hear positive national media, a spotlight, whatever you want to say, on our Houston Texans. And man, you know, I agree with him. I do believe that we are the second best team in the AFC. I might want to say third, and that's only because I haven't seen us play the Buffalo Bills yet. I've beaten the Cincinnati Bengals, the Ravens. I'm just not high on the Ravens. I'm not. What they did last year did not impress me whatsoever. They were a better team, and the better team should have prevailed. And they absolutely did that in the playoffs against the team in the Houston Texans who were, yes, injured. But, hey, I give no excuses. It is what it is. In the first half, though, the Houston Texans and the Ravens were having a battle, an absolute battle. Then the second half happened, and they made adjustments, and their adjustments were a lot better than ours. And it is what it is. But the Ravens are definitely top 5 AFC team, regardless of them being 0-2 at the moment. Can you believe that? That's crazy. The Houston Texans are 2-0, and they are very impressive, and we all know this because we're better than you, and you know it. I'll drop an Astros term. In my Astros videos, I say that. In my Texans videos, I'm going to start saying it because I'm cocky, I'm arrogant, and I don't care. I know my Texans are really freaking good, and I know they're better than your favorite team. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.